Oh man, all right, everybody. You know what? I'm drunk right now, and I'm fine with that because I don't feel lonely when I'm drunk. It's like shit. I don't feel lonely when I'm drunk. Hmm. Course. Um. Man, like I've been to. I used to hang out in the mountains of San Juan in southern Colorado, the source of the Colorado and the Rio Grande rivers. It's a beautiful place, man. Oh my God, Colorado is fucking beautiful. But so is New Mexico. So is like I don't know. Like I kind of think like one of the most beautiful states is Utah. Like just the colors there are just so fucking crazy. Um, I don't know. I don't know at all. So where are we at here? Let's see here. Let's get another pen. And the pen is fucking. I hate this pen. Let's see. Actually, I don't I think I do because I usually don't like yellow. But this pen kind of turns out orange because it's all about like I can't read yellow in certain lights. Like oh my god. So what are we at right here? All right, let's go down. Yeah, this is nice and that's nice. Yeah, no, I can read that. So like if we take movable and immovable as the ability to transform yourself, it's like they talk about this in the Torah. It's like some people will be grateful to you if you correct them, and sometimes you go up to some of your family members and you try to correct them in a loving manner because you want them to live their best lives, and so your correction is comes from a good heart, but they don't want to they don't want to listen because they're toxic. They don't, and so they hear your criticism and you're attacking them and you're trying to destroy them. You're trying to destroy them, and so they don't see your love. They think you're an enemy, right? Because you're Marduk condemning Tiamat in the streets, trying to destroy her. Again, this is the binary between the things that are and the things that are not. Right? I mean, either you're capable of improvement, and if you're capable of improvement, then you have to sometimes take that harsh reality, that harsh truth, the truth. Like this guy is talking about the truth. And some people, they just can't take the truth. They just can't handle the truth. Um, so yeah, no, I totally think movable and immovable. Maybe is that, I don't know. What do you guys think? But I think this dissolvable stuff. I think the dissolvable stuff really has to do with loyalty or not loyalty. Like, what do you guys think? I don't know. Because like again, like you go back to that one example of those black kids, and you could because this is such vague language, but he's not vague. He's not vague at all. He's just coding all his language. And so, what does all this mean? Um, but it's like if you've ever been betrayed before, it's like shit. You should have seen that betrayal before it happened, because this person who betrayed you is dissolvable. They're totally a dissolvable person, right? And I think that's what's going on here. Like, you shouldn't be surprised at all. You should only be surprised that you didn't see it before. All right, let's keep going. All right. Now we have mortal and immortal. Again, there's just so much crossover between all this vagueness, but there's some shit. I don't know. Immortal and immortal. That which may be dissolved is also corruptible. That which abides always is unchangeable. That which is unchangeable is eternal. Right? I mean, do you see? Like, again, there's that song. I can't get no satisfaction, right? And you can't get no satisfaction because you're looking for it in the wrong places. You're looking for it in the wrong places. Like, in order for a man to be good in bed, he has to have a completely relaxed nervous system, right? And for the man that loves you, he's nervous around you because you make him nervous around you, because that's how you control him. And so you reap what you sow. And so he's got this man that loves you. He's got this tense nervous system around you. He doesn't trust you, and for good reason. Right? But the man who doesn't love you, he's completely relaxed around you because he doesn't love you. Right? And the world that we're living in rewards men without love. Right? Like, who are all the bosses out there? All the bosses out there are men who are good at socialization. They're charming, and they're like blah blah blah. But they don't love you, and you know that they don't love you. But if it wasn't for our laws, which promote bad behavior, right? Where the man that doesn't have any where the man doesn't have any self-actualization from within, right? Because that's what they're talking about. Because you go to Moses, right, and Moses talks about the taskmaster, right, and then Moses praises Uliab, who can work metal, right? So Moses him is praising a craftsman society where production is in the hands of the individual, right? Where production is in the hands of the individual. But when the Jews were in Egypt, production was concentrated in the hands of the elites, right? So a craftsman society is where production is concentrated in the individual, and that's what Moses was for. And so the good men out there, can produce. The good men out there can produce. These bad men can't produce, but they're at top because of the the depravity of our laws, right? And it's a falseness, right? Enoch talks about this. It's about the the change in countenance. Right, right now the countenance of the bad man who's able to fuck you very well, his nervous system is completely relaxed because he doesn't give a fuck about you, and he's succeeding in this world, right? But this is a false world. It's a dying world. In a healthful world, it's the man that loves you that's gonna produce, which you should be producing yourself if you want wholeness and happiness within yourself. And you don't want to be dependent upon that man. No, totally. But this same man who's nervous around you, this man can be a fucking lion in bed. He can be, totally. But his nervous system has to be relaxed around you. His nervous system totally fucking has to be relaxed around you. And so this is I mean, that's what's going on in all this language right here, right? In all this language, um, there's so much because it's so vague, and yet he's using it in such an exact way. It's just so amazing, like Trismegistus, fucking Trismegistus. He's fucking Trismegistus. Um. But the man that is loyal, that's the man you want. Shit. That's totally the man that you want. The man that you want is gonna be loyal. That's the things that are. That's the things that are, right? In our world nowadays, it's like men are promoted just for their charm. These are men that are not, right? And in a free world, these men would be complete losers, right? The losers of our day would be complete winners in a free world because they would be able to produce for you. Right? But this is false production because production has been concentrated into the hands of the minorities. Production has been concentrated into the hands of the minorities. And it's illegal for us to produce. We'll get sued. We'll get fucked over in this way or that. The kulak is going to get destroyed in the modern world. And it's about that's what Enoch is talking about, that countenance change. Like, this is a sexual thing. This is a sexual thing. Like, these guys at the top, they're actually cowards. They're cowards who are feeling power from a false law. But if they're ever challenged, they're going to be shaking in their knees and they're going to be hiding in the corners. And I know this to be true. Like, this is a false, like everybody says our world is like falling apart. Like, it's falling apart. Like, oh my God, why is it falling apart? Why is it falling apart? But it's obvious why it's fucking falling apart. I mean, if you get into a marriage, you're getting into a love contract. You're getting into a love contract. But if you get into this love contract and then you sleep around, whether you're a man or a woman, then you are dissolvable. You are dissolvable. Right? And if you want to live a good life, again, that's what this book is all about. If you want to live a good life, then you don't want to be dissolvable. It'll just lead to pain and misery if you're dissolvable. So again, yeah, I think this is psychology that is being talked about right now. Mortal and immortal. Every living being is not mortal. See, again, there's just so much crossover. Like I've talked about dictionaries before, and like this is where you guys can help me out so much, because I'm trying to do this fucking Divine Pymander book, but and I've gotten far in this thing, but like shit, there's just so much. There's many dictionaries that are just fucking. They're not dictionaries. They're thesauruses, I think is the word. Is that right? Thesaurus? I don't know. Shit. Let's look it up. Add. Okay. How do I spell that? Shit. I'm good with the word. I am there. No. There. Soar. There. Soar. How do you do soar? Let's try that one. A book or electronic that lists words and synonyms. Yeah, no, and related concepts. Yeah, okay. So I've seen dictionaries before that are actually just like thesauruses. But that's kind of how I'm feeling right now in going all over all this things that are. Cause he's talking about the things that are right now. So, and again, he's using coded words, and mortal and immortal, like everything that I just said about like the sex stuff and the love stuff, like love is immortal. Love is for all time. You know. But then you get to go over into the crossover of dissolvable, and so it's like each one of these words I think has a very specific meaning, but they're all turning into thesaurus in my mind, and so I still fucking don't have this book, and maybe this book is bullshit. Maybe it is. What do you guys think? But like I go on to this, like I went to the dissolvable shit, and I just started blah 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 blah. But now I'm going to the mortal shit and immortal shit, and it's like no, love is immortal. Love is immortal. Loyalty is fucking immortal. But what is the distinction between all these different words? Right. And again, we have where's that? It's on the other side. Yeah, no, we have my my shit right here. And you guys can do a much better job with this stuff than I did. Totally. But it's like what's the difference between mortal and immortal and dissolvable and not dissolvable? Like I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's see here. I think I told you this in the last one, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I did the Divine Pymander, and then I wrote. Like I was living with Teresa. I wasn't working. She was like totally supporting me. And I sat down and I wrote this little thing. I think I put it out online, but I don't know. If I didn't, then that's a shame. Because, like, I don't even know what that says right there. We should, I think, never blank a man for being awesome. That is my dictation to you, right? So I was just totally drunk and just having fun writing. Like, I wasn't really trying to do any polemics that I agree with, right? But here it is right here. Because you should never should another man, right? And when I said that, like, when I wrote that line, like, I love that line. You should never should another man, right? And, like, I don't know, in this writing, I think I declared myself to be the Lord of should, right? I don't even know what this was. I was just having fun writing. But I ended up writing over my Divine Pymander stuff. Alright, 14 and 32. 14 is in the dialogue, isn't it? No, that's the first one. What did I say the first one was? Shit. Resolute. Oh no, that's for movable. That's mortal. Did I fuck up my own thing? Yeah, no, that's movable. Where's mortal at? Immortal. Mortal. 18, 27, 34. 18. Not every living being is not mortal. 24. That which is made but once. What? Is that 24? No, 27. Of the soul, that which is sensible is mortal, but that which is reasonable is immortal, right? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Immortalness has to do with reason, right? So like I think that's that whole idea of don't feed pearls to pigs, right? There's all these logic bros out there, and it's like all these logic bros are trying to save the world through logic, and it's like stop, nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares about your fucking logic and your fucking reason. Like, seriously. Nobody gives a shit about your logic and your reason. And that's the line right there. Of the soul, that part which is sensible is mortal, but that part which is reasonable is immortal. So in other words, take your reason and put it into the sanctuary within, and stop trying to be satisfied by having others agree with you. Like, stop it. Like just take your reason and be satisfied with it. Stop trying to have affirmation from others through your reason and your logic. Like, no, it's enough in and of itself, and it is immortal. It is you. You are your reason and your logic is immortal. It's sacred. It's sacred. So shut the fuck up. And let all the fools be fools. Right. Stop prostituting your sacredness to fools. Let the fools be fools. I think that's what's going on in this number 27 thing. Let's see here. 34. 58's crossed out. Let's see. 34. Everything that is sad rejoiceth also, and is a mortal living creature. So like again, this is like algebra right here, right? So the things that are sad and rejoicing are sensible. But if you're reasonable, you're going to be able to handle your emotions better. I think that's what's going on here. I don't know. Maybe not. What do you guys think? Let's see. Mortal 59. That which is immortal is not mortal. Well, thank you. That which is mortal is not immortal. Thank you. Thank you for that, Hermes. Thank you. Thank you for that, Hermes. All right. What is going on with let's see, 61. Yeah, no, I don't see mortal in 61. Why did I put that? Why did I put that? That's weird. '69 and 70. That which is immortal partakes not of that which is mortal. Right. Again, this comes to that separation thing, right? And I think I think Moses had the same teaching in the sacrifice of Isaac, in the story of Abraham. It's like if you're a child of Abraham, then you're going to separate yourself from those that are not, right? You're going to fucking separate yourself from the things that are not. Even if the things that are not are your own family. Because that's not true family. That's not true family right there. If somebody, either somebody's mortal or they're immortal. And if they're mortal, then they can't be your family. And if you want them to be your family, it's like Abraham really loved Lot. But Lot's problem is that he did not know how to purify his own household. And because Lot did not know how to purify his own household, Abraham had to separate himself from Lot. And it was hard for him because, for the most part, Lot's a really good, awesome guy. But he did not know how to purify his own household. He did not know how to kick out the shepherds that were toxic. He did not know how to separate himself from his toxic wife. I mean, there's that line where Moses' wife accuses Moses of being a bloody husband, right? And that's because Moses learned to test people, right? He was a searcher of hearts, like his God. His God is a searcher of hearts, and so he tested people, and those people are either quick or dead. And he tested his wife, right? And his wife ended up passing, but if she failed, then he's gonna get rid of her. So he's a bloody husband, right? So it is a little joke. Um, but yeah, no, he was about to go into the land of milk and honey. But anyways, um, shit. Yeah, no, there's just so much. Yeah, no, I still don't have this. There's just shit. I'm getting close though. I think I'm getting close. Um, I totally think I'm getting close. Right. So, I mean, here we go. Dissolvable bodies are increased and diminished, right? If we just want to go to a random line. Um, like Enoch talks about that the angel, the false evil angel. And the false evil angel knows how to use praise and condemnation, right? In order to manipulate people. False praise and false condemnation in order to manipulate people. And that's exactly what's going on in this line right here. Because dissolvable bodies, it's like you have to seek self-affirmation from within. You can't seek self-affirmation from others. And so praise and condemnation you have to be very wary about. Like, shit, who's being praised and who's praising them and why are they being praised? And because false praise leads to death and genocide and murder and theft and lies. And false condemnation leads to death and murder and genocide and lies. False praise and false condemnation are about domination and controlling people. Manipulation. It's about population control. Like what the secret societies do. False praise and false condemnation. Good job. Your memory is 100%. A plus. A plus. You got a great memory. Your mind is great. False praise. Because again, like for this, a body that is not dissolvable is not increased or diminished. Right? So think about that. So think about that. Like if you're not increased or diminished by another person, then you're doing what exactly the simple moralists out there will tell you to do. Like don't give a shit about what the haters say. Don't give a shit about what all the haters say. Like just keep being you. Keep being you. And pray. True praise and true condemnation come from within. Like if you are not, then you should probably condemn yourself and be guilty. But if you are, then fucking own that shit. Own that shit if you are. But all of this is coming from within, right? That like you can only increase or decrease from within. You can't increase or decrease from another. Somebody who's constantly seeking validation from another is needy. They are needy people. So if they're constantly trying to seek validation from another, then they are needy people. They are dissolvable. Um, but if your praise or condemnation comes from within, then you are indissolvable. Um, I don't know.